Welcome to Property Focus, I'm James Mitchell. Making headlines this week, the Perth property market is yet to bottom out, and with low yields and high buy-in prices, there is little to attract investors to the West Australian capital. But first, to our lead story. Darwin houses are currently achieving the highest yields of all capital cities, with an average gross rental yield of 5.8%, according to the RP Data Rismark Home Value Index. However, while rents in Darwin have been increasing, there has been little upward movement in property prices, according to Century 21 chairman Charles Tarbey.
The Darwin market, from a rental point of view, has increased. It's actually probably one of the highest increases over the last year in terms of rentals. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the prices of properties in Darwin are on the move. They're not. In fact, they've actually pulled back. Darwin, Perth, they've been two of the areas that have pulled back probably the most out of the rest of the country.
The Perth market may not be ripe for investment just yet, with low yields and little sign of growth in residential property. Speaking to Smart Property Investment, Destiny Financial Solutions founder Margaret Lomas said there were more affordable locations around the country where a better yield can be achieved.
I don't see any turning the corner in Perth until the end of 2013. But even then, remember that we've got very low yields in Perth already, and while there'll be a little bit of a correction in the yields, and I expect them to go from an average of about 3.5% to 4.5% best, what you're doing by buying in Perth is you are, first of all, buying a property that is pretty high on the scale in terms of buy-in price. You're going to be looking at maybe $400,000 to $450,000 to get in. You're going to be giving up on yield at 4 to 4.5%, when there are plenty of other places in the country where you can buy in at a lower price with a much better yield.
According to the latest data from Australian property monitors, 58.1% of properties cleared in Sydney over the weekend, marginally higher than the 55% achieved this time last week. In Melbourne, the story was much the same, with just over 55% of properties cleared at auction over the weekend, slightly up on the week before. In Brisbane, 38.1% of properties cleared at auction, up from 30.8% last week. And don't forget that the latest issue of Smart Property Investment is now on newsstands. Pick up a copy today to uncover how you can build a portfolio of 10 properties in 10 years. That's what's making news this week. I'm James Mitchell. See you soon.